I'm Sonya.
I'm Beverly.
And today we're dishing with you from Food, Wine, and Company, located in Bethesda at 7272 Wisconsin Avenue.
Sometimes we get out of D.C.
We do.
Just a little bit.
It's a good thing, just over the border, but look at all this fabulous food. You've got the hickory burger and the chips. You've got a great beet salad, and they're also really fabulous entrees. They do fish really well here. So you have the salmon entree, and look at all this beer.
And they take care of you really well. They gave me my own little bucket.
You have to share.
We are having beer flights today, but we're located in Food, Wine, and Company's wine library. You should see all of the wines behind us. This is definitely a great place to be, here or in the dining room.
And our guest today is Joel David Santner. He is a filmmaker and has a new film out called Bare Knuckle, which is about boxing?
Yeah, about bare knuckle boxing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's that old-timey kind of boxing?
No, it's like wrapping up the hands and then just whoever wins. Yeah, yeah.
Did you film it here locally?
We did. We filmed it predominantly on the 8th Street corridor and down in Capitol Hill.
Did you find extras that really wanted to? Because boxing is huge here, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
No, really.
No.
That's how you were locally inspired.
That's right. That's right. No, you know, I've been living here for about 5 years, and so I have a lot of friends that are actors in town, and a lot of people that are familiar with stage combat. So we were able to do a lot of intricate stuff in camera and not really cut around it, and so that's how we kind of got into that.
Did anybody get hurt? I have to ask that.
Yeah, one person got hurt, me. That was it, and that was the best case scenario. No, and it was not even on film. I was shooting
so
the
no
camera.
Proof of this.
How are your
No
knuckles?
proof.
Okay.
They're good. They're all good. But I was getting in a car and I hit my head and I got a concussion.
Oh my goodness.
And we weren't even filming.
Filmmaking is difficult. Now, you're also, you go in front of and behind the camera, and you're a stage actor as well.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I actually did my graduate work here in D.C. through George W. And George Washington University and the Shakespeare Theater. So I have a master's in classical acting.
So people know you from the stage and screen and now behind the camera.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I've done some stuff on town, and yeah.
What are you playing right now?
I am playing a detective at the Kennedy Center in a production of Sheer Madness.
Nice. So comedy, Shakespearean acting, stage combat.
Yeah.
How do you meld that all into filmmaking?
Well, it was all part of the training, and so, I mean, basically, I've always been fascinated with filmmaking, and I wanted to look for something that could meld all these things together. A lot of my colleagues have similar interests and things like that, and so we kind of put together, you know, something that we could all kind of work on. So.
Are you entering? DC has so many film festivals. Are you entering this latest one into a film festival?
Yeah, well, this is my first feature, and so we're about a month and a half out from being done with the final sound mix, and so it's not quite done. But once we start, that's when it will go on the festival circuit. I actually did get commissioned by the DC Shorts Film Festival, and I just shot a short film called Mirror Image, which will be premiering at the DC Shorts this year.
Is it difficult to go from being on the stage to then being behind the scenes and directing and producing everything?
No, actually, it's phenomenally fun. I mean, it's really, really fun. It's a different kind of technique. You're either playing to a really wide audience or a really small audience, and you just have to kind of keep that in mind. I personally love filmmaking because I like working with people, and then you also have the post-production phase where you're kind of, I edited the film myself, so I had that time of the production to be alone and kind of be with the project that way. So those two different ways are really fun for me. Yeah.
We were joking earlier about DC having this boxing past and you doing this, but really, how did this film come about? Did you write the screenplay as well?
I did. Well, I wrote the first 4 drafts, and then it got to the point of where it was time to start casting and finding locations and things like that, and I just worked with a playwright in town by the name of Richard Byrne, and I really liked his writing, and so I asked him if he wanted to help me with the script. I had some polishes I wanted done, and he did about a week's worth of work on it, and really took 2 of the characters and bumped them up.
Because this is different from Shakespearean.
Yeah,
Very different from Shakespearean.
Absolutely, but what Shakespeare does is he gives characters very strong objectives to play in the scene. So if I want that beer from you in the scene, I'm going to take it from you. And
well, I want your beer.
Well, we can swap.
Okay.
So, but anyway, so you take those type of principles and you just apply them to whatever material you want to use. And so that's what we did. Richard did a great polish on it, and then I took that and did some other work on it. And so we had a really good working collaboration together, and went from there.
Knowing all these actors and being the editor of your film yourself, do you still have to raise money to make this project happen?
Yeah, absolutely. I worked full time while I was doing it. We shot over over the course of 20 days in May of 2011. And we did a pickup day one day. So 21 days we shot an 86-minute movie.
Wow.
So it was pretty good. And then at night we'd go and jump on stage and do a show then.
Be sheerly mad.
That's right. Absolutely. It was great. It was great. Actually, I have to give a lot of credit to Shim on this. Having that job throughout the year really helped me make the film. So.
Well, it sounds like you're in the grueling phase, the editing phase, the not so creative phase, because you're trying to put it all together and just finish it.
Actually, I have to say, it's the next step. You have to understand that you write a story, and then you film a story, and that takes another life. And then you go into post-production, and that takes another life, and you start adding music and sound design and things like that. So it actually keeps going. Admittedly, I do want to finish it, but it's a very exciting period.
Have you already picked your next project, is what I want to know.
Actually, I have a couple projects that I've been writing, but I have to go and edit the short film because it's due in May. So.
Okay.
And so when can we see it if you have to finish it by May?
And where?
And where?
Okay, which the short film or the
Let's
feature?
go with the short film first.
Okay, the short film was going to actually entered that into a festival last year, and it won a screenwriting competition for the DC Short Screenwriting Festival, and so they gave me a little money to start. So I have to get it done by May 1st, and then it will premiere at the DC Shorts Film Festival this year.
Okay.
Bare Knuckle is a little bit different. That's completely financed, on my own, and so once that's done, it'll go out. Actually, we've submitted it to a couple of festivals in a work-in-progress format. So you can't expect too much out of that, so we're waiting to hear back from those. But once we start, we should be done by mid-March, I would say, and then it really goes out to the festivals, and there's a handful that we want to submit to.
And then we'll look for a big launch premiere party somewhere here, probably the East Street Theater or something.
Something like that, we want to hit one of the really cool theaters in town, or maybe even the Arlington Draft House and things like that, and have a great, little private screening for everybody.
We'll start looking for that little laurel leaf sort of things. A film
That's
selected.
Right.
It's
That's
coming.
right.
Well, we're very proud and excited that you're with us. Thanks so much for
thank you.
everything. And if you want to find out more about Joel David Santner's films, you can check out his website, and you should tell us what you think of what you're seeing on our Facebook page and on our Twitter. And you should also tell us who we should be dishing with next time. We'll see you soon.